Hello guys, how are you? Today we have an interesting story. Let we go to our story. At the family dinner, mom smiled and announced, "Your brother will take your room because he needs more space." As I was about to speak, Dad yelled, "Agreed or get out of this house." I didn't argue, I just smiled. 1 week later, I bought the house across the street, watched them fall apart, and said, "Good morning." Every day, my brother was moving back home at 32 after this, after his third failed startup. Before that, it was a cryptocurrency scheme. Before that, a drop shipping business that lasted 6 weeks. My parents still called him entrepreneurial. I was 27, working remotely for a San Francisco tech company, life for in my childhood bedroom, paying them $200 a month in rent. My parents assumed I made $45,000 doing computer stuff. I actually made $180,000 as a senior software engineer. They never asked about promotions or projects. Too busy planning my brother's comeback strategy. For 3 years, I had been stacking every single paycheck, no car payments on my 2009 Honda, no student loans. I had worked through college, no nights out. I worked 60-hour weeks, just pure methodological saving. My account had $210,000 in it. The announcement came on a Sunday. Hot pot roast and passive aggression. My brother needed bigger firm for his home coffee setup to launch start up number 4. Some AI chatbot thing he'd been talking about for months. My dad's ultimatum was clear: move to the basement, guest room, or get out. The basement flooded every spring and smelled. Finished my pot roast and went upstairs. That night, I opened my laptop and pulled up Zillow. The Chronicle across the street had been listed for 6 days at $340,000. 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, wraparound porch. and a perfect view of my parents' living room window. I called the agent at 9:15 p.m. She sounded surprised to hear from anyone that late. The property on Maple Street, I will pay 3,55,000 all cash. Close in just 5 days. No inspection, no contingencies. There was a long pause. Are you serious? Wire instructions by morning. I can have funds transferred by noon. She called back at 7 a.m. to confirm by 10 a.m. I had moved $3,55,000 from my savings. By Wednesday, I was signing closing documents at a title company while my parents thought that I was on work hall. My parents spent the week helping my brother move his gaming up. His whiteboard covered in business strategies and his collection of self books into my old rooms. On moving day, the truck arrived at 6 a.m. I had hired professional movers, the kind with a big logo on the side. My dad came outside in his bathrobe, coffee mug in hand, confused. I pointed across the street where the movers are unloading my new coach. There, that's my house now. My mom came running out, still in her slippers. What do you mean, your house? I bought it. Closed on Friday. My dad's face went from confusion to shock to anger in about 3 seconds. With what money? You don't have that kind of money. Actually, I do. Saved up, my brother appeared in the doorway of what used to be my room, looking down at us from the second floor window. For once, he had nothing to say. How much do you have even make? My mom asked, her voice cracking. Enough, I said. Good luck with the comeback. That was 4 months ago. Week 1, they pretend to be I didn't exist. Week 2, my brother's AI startup collapsed when he realized he needed actual developers. Week 3, my dad knocked on my door asking about the home buying process because they were thinking of refinancing. Months 2, my brother lost $30,000 on a crypto trade he made at 2 a.m. I know because he posted about it online before deleting it. My parents signed on his business loan. On a Thursday evening, my dad knocking on my door for the second time since I had moved in. He was carrying manila folder. He sat down at my kitchen table. Same spot my mom had seen weeks before, and slid toward me without a word. Inside was a life insurance to 18 years ago. He had been paying into it quietly, never mentioned it, never made in a thing. The beneficiary line had two names, mine and my brother's. 50-50. He tapped the folder and said, I am thinking about changing it. And that maybe this was the way to do it. I started at him for a long moment, not sure if I was hearing what I was thought I was hearing. He looked tired in a way I had never seen from him before, like something already been decided. He closed the folder and then he said, I already talked to the lawyer this morning. There is just one problem that came up. I didn't say anything, just look at him. He rubbed his face with both hands, the way people do when they are buying time to figure out how to say something they don't want to say. The policy has a co ownership clause, he said. Both beneficiaries have to sign off on any changes to the split. I didn't know that when I set it up. Lawyer flagged it yesterday. I let that sit for a second. So you need his signature. Yeah, that's the problem. He nodded. Don't elaborate. Just close the folder. Stood up and walked to the door. He stopped with his hand on the knob. Thanks for hearing me out, he said. Then he left. I sat there starting at the folder on my table for a good 10 minutes. At first, I thought the problem was obvious. My brother would never get out of a life insurance policy. Of course, he would not. That was not complicated, but then something clicked. The way my dad said, the way he didn't explain, My brother when would only be a problem if he already know about the policy. Nobody told me out about it until night today. I opened my laptop and started going back through everything I knew about my brother's business. The crypto has lost, the loans my parents kept bailing him out on. I had always assumed he had investors or credit cards or some trusted fund I didn't know about my brothers. So that was today we have a story. Thank you for watching and keep connected with us for next video. Thank you.